Hey YouTube, it's Kat. I went and now have my MEPS experience. So um went to my co-op for my tech school. We ended up doing training there, pulling the fire hose off of the truck and acting like it's a house fire and everything. So um what else did we do? PT. I think that's about it for that. Then I went to school, and then went down to the fire department for a little bit, and we ended up getting a fire call, so I ended up going on that. It was a breaker that blew or whatever on the telephone pole, and the area lost power, so we went and was right next to a high-rise building that there was a whole bunch of like elderly people in it, and we I guess was supposedly there's somebody stuck in the elevator. So we went over to try to rescue somebody out of the elevator, but there wasn't anybody in it, so we went back to the station. I went home and got money, went out and got Chinese food and came back and ate a couple bites of that. And being a volunteer firefighter, you get toned out whenever, and usually it's whenever you try to sit down and eat. So I have to be out at my tech school at 5:30 to prepare for this open house. And um 4:45 comes around and I'm eating like 5 bites of my General Tso's chicken, and we end up getting a fire call. So I end up setting that down, and I was thinking about just staying and doing whatever, but it was for a car accident with injuries, so I ended up going to it, and whenever I was done, ended up going on it, and um got home probably around 5:30, so I had a couple more bites of my chicken, finished packing a couple things, and headed out to my tech school and helped out at the open house. And whenever I was done with that, I went straight out to my recruiter's office. So, uh, what else? He said, well, before we can go and take you down there and everything, I have to finish filling out a couple pieces of paper and everything. I was like, okay, so I ended up getting my free stuff, my free T-shirt, there's a water bottle, a pen, pencils, pens, the uh, can sleeves from like your cooler to keep your cans cold. There's a couple of them. I don't know what else there was. So I finished filling out the paperwork and everything, and he took me down to the hotel, which was like 15 minutes away, 10 minutes away. Um, Sorry, I'm kind of out of it. I kind of don't want to go to bed because if I go to bed, I'll wake up crappier than right now. So, um, went down to MEPS. I signed in. They said, "Did you eat dinner?" I said, "No." He's like, "Are you hungry?" I said, "Not really." He was like, "Well, here's a meal ticket in case you're hungry or something. All you have to do is give it to the waiter." He's like, "Is this first time you've been here?" I was like, "Yeah." So he was like, "Well, your room's 30, I think it was 308 or 306, one of the two." So I went up to my room, and he was like, "I'd go and make sure you know where you're gonna meet at breakfast. Wake up calls at 4:30. You have to be down there by 5, and we leave for MEPS 5:30. I was like, okay, so he was like, and you have to be in your room by 10, so I went up to my room and dropped my book bag and off and went down and walked around and met somebody else. The girls were on the 3rd floor, guys were on the 4th floor, so you weren't allowed to have any guys in your hotel room. So if you are caught with a guy in your hotel room, then they're gonna go and kick you out. They're gonna call your recruiter for you to come get you. Where the recruiter took me, they had like Call of Duty and they had a TV for you just to go and hang out, basically socialize and stuff. So what I did was I went up to the hotel room and checked it out and everything. It was the Sheraton Hotel, so it was pretty nice. I went and called my dad and checked in with him and everything. So there's that. Went and walked around, and then I seen 2 girls that were walking out, going downstairs and everything, because I was trying to figure out where breakfast was going to be at. And they were going out for a cigarette break, like a cigarette, so I walked out with them, and so it was pretty cool. One was going in Army, and one was going in Air Force, I think. Yeah, one was going in Air National Guard, and one was going in Army. So it was pretty cool. Like, then I went back up to the hotel, got a shower, went to bed. Probably got to bed around like 11:30, somewhere around there, and set my alarm clock. I watched TV for a little bit. I was gonna probably stay up a little longer, but I figured that I should, cause I don't have cable, so I figured that I should probably get some sleep since 4:30 was a roll call, and I set my cell phone for 4:30 and or 4:15 or 4:20, I forget what it was, and 4:20 came around or 4:30 and the phone rang. So I heard that I didn't know if they were gonna have a phone call up in your room or not, but they ended up having it. So that's kind of like my second alarm. The bed was like so comfortable that I set the alarm clock for like, I think it was 4:20. Set it for 4:20, and I heard it at like 4:23, 4:24. Like, I was sound asleep. I didn't want to wake up. So I got ready and everything, and by the time I was done, it was around like 4:45. So I still had 15 minutes to waste till I'd be downstairs. And I went down and um you hand them your key, that's like your breakfast ticket. You go and you have breakfast, which the breakfast that day was like scrambled eggs and um bacon, sausage, cereal, basically anything. Like, and since it was at the Sheraton Hotel, they like take care of you. Somebody dropped something and they were gonna pick it up, and somebody came out and said, "No, no, no, I'll get it." So, um, that was that experience. If I'm gonna end it here, because the next one will be officially MEPS. So this is the day before MEPS. If you guys have any questions, you guys can send me a message or anything. You guys can reply on the video and I'll get it. You guys can also add me on Facebook. I added a link on my pre-MEPS, so I'll add another link on this one. You guys can add me and ask me questions or whatever. I'm free to answer anything. So the next video will be MEPS Part 2.